Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. Show's Fred Arnold, and I'm on a special segment with Samantha Marcos. Marcus, let me get this one right. You've only been a co-host for 4 months, and Jake Gomez, both going to school and bringing linking individuals, network connections, and really the spirit of these two segments is introducing careers to college seniors not sure what they want to go. And today you've got two great guests, so welcome to the show.
Thank you, Fred. So today we have David Nahar, and David is a local business owner in the Santa Clarita Valley. He owns Global Prep Academy, which is an amazing space where kids are able to, from all age range, are able to learn how to critically think. They learn how to learn in general, and they do things outside of the classroom that often we don't foster in a normal classroom. David's a graduate from Columbia University. He has his PhD from UCSD. So thank you so much for being with us today, David.
My pleasure, Jake. Thanks for having me, and thanks, Samantha.
So starting off, we just kind of want you to elaborate on your background. So maybe it's what drove you to become a small business owner, or maybe talking about your college experience, that just in general.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't have all the resources that maybe kids have today in terms of choosing a high school or choosing a college. I kind of chose my high school out of a library book. I looked for the best high school that I could find in California. I saw Loyola High School in Los Angeles. I took a bus down to to Loyola, took a test, got in, and started kind of a college preparatory experience that was completely unexpected. Got through high school, generic high school education that we all have had. Read my Gatsby, read my Scarlet Letter, read my Hamlet. Went on to kind of do an interesting program between the Ivy Leagues and the UCs. Graduated. And to be honest, through my whole entire college experience, a lot of amazing thinking, a lot of great teachers, but nothing that really stimulated me beyond kind of the book. And went on to do other things. I started working for CBS, but there was something about education that was stuck in me. And I became a high school teacher. And as a high school teacher, I really saw inside of the education system. I saw the packets. I saw the multiple choice tests. And I actually tried to do something a little bit different. When I was a high school teacher, I started a media department, a film and television and editing, and I could see the kids getting excited, and it really excited me. I left teaching for a while and came back again. I couldn't leave teaching. And I saw an opportunity in Santa Clarita. So first thing we wanted to do is we wanted to build something that didn't look like a school. Our first premise at Global Prep Academy is that education needs to be revamped. We're stuck in a kind of a 1940s education. Our economy is changing, clearly. We can see that in this last election. We can see a lot of people who feel like they're on the outside, that they're not prepared for what's changing about our education. We're not going to be going into factories and working for the next 30 years. And I think our education system, whether it's the way a school is built or the way a curriculum was built, we need to do something different. And so at Global Prep Academy, we really try to create a curriculum that's different, ranging from classes like global leadership, digital literacy. Of course, we do the classes that you need to get into college, SAT prep, ACT prep, and get you ready for the numbers of getting into college. But colleges are changing, and Samantha and Jake, you know that. Colleges are looking for something more than just a GPA and an SAT score. So I saw a real cool opportunity in Santa Clarita.
That's great. And speaking of education, what would you say students make? Like during their high school career, some students may make mistakes. What kind of mistakes do you think that the students make when applying to college? I mean, what should they be doing versus what they're not doing?
That's a great question, Samantha. I think that high school students are focused too much on, first of all, I think they're taking too many AP classes. I think that they're focusing too much on just class work. two problems with that, Samantha. I think number one, I think sometimes that can actually make people not like education. It doesn't stimulate them enough. I think that sometimes our classes are too built around multiple choice standardized tests. And so I think that students really need to think outside of the classroom. Okay, do well in class, get a high GPA. If you're going to take an AP class, pass the AP test. Do not just take an AP class just because it's going to raise your GPA. Because if you get an A in your AP Euro and you get a 2 or a 1 on the test, it tells a college, wait a second, this student isn't competitive with students across the country. So just by inflating your GPA doesn't make you get into college. What does help you get into college is show personal initiative. Start a club, join a club, start an organization, show a college that you're an activated global citizen who is going to make a huge impact on their campus. We have to be honest, colleges are businesses. They want to see a student who's going to come onto that campus, make a difference in that campus, and then eventually go on and make a difference in the world. So Samantha, students must go beyond just their GPA and really show colleges that they're somebody who is going to add to their college campus in a profound way.
Well, thank you.
Very cool. So we'll be right back after a quick commercial break. This is Linking Individuals Network Connections on KHTS AM 1220.